telling me a little bit about yourself and what you're capable of doing. Just a little backstory here. When I started going to college specifically for art, the very first art class I walked into at Eastern Michigan University, my professor just started writing the first assignment on the board. And it said, go home, come back in a week with 50 self-portraits. And that was the end of the class. And we're just all kind of like lost, like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to make it through this class. I don't know how to do people that well, that's why I'm taking the class. But as the project kind of developed and we started talking to him, we realized that the objective to the project wasn't to see how well we could draw ourselves or to draw a person. The objective was to see how we could do one thing 50 different ways. So he encouraged us to use different materials, to try different colors, different formats, different sizes, to come up with 50 different ways of doing one thing. And in doing that, he learned a lot about us, how artistic we were, how creative we were, and just a lot about us as a person, which led to a very enjoyable class because he knew more about us individually. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have you guys go home right now, come back in a week with 50 self-portraits. Got it. Sound good?
All right, sweet.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to have you create a self-portrait. However, you're not going to have to draw yourself. Okay? What we're going to do is do a self-portrait that's based on the idea of a silhouette. So who can tell me what a silhouette is?
Isn't that like a shadow type thing? You know, like an outline?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a shadow or just the outline of a person or an object. So what you get is some information, usually enough to tell what it is or who it is. This isn't me, I don't have a beard. But there's nothing on the inside. There's no details, right? So as I start to introduce this project, you're going to understand how you're going to add some details to this, not to make it look like a realistic depiction of yourself, but to tell a story about yourself. Okay? So first of all, I just want to kind of show you a little bit about silhouettes and how they're used in art. If it'll allow me to. So, as you can see, silhouettes are effective in photography, for one. People doing different actions in different settings. Silhouettes are created when you have a very strong light behind you. Okay, so it kind of washes out all the detail in the foreground. So you can see here, again, there's no detail on the inside, but you can very obviously tell what this guy's doing. He has the camera, the backpack, he's taking photographs, etc. You can see the action. Again, silhouettes can be of other objects, not just people. Okay, but they all have a very strong backlight. That's actually my son on the shores of Lake Superior. I did a painting of this because I thought it was a really cool photo. Also of my daughter. You see silhouettes in pop culture and advertising, things like that. You guys have probably all seen these iPod advertisements that use the silhouettes of people. There's version of Darth Vader. There are artists out there that create work based on silhouettes. This guy does cut paper silhouettes based on pop culture characters. Who's this?
Mario.
Mario and Luigi. Right. Who's that?
The chef from Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, right. That? Anybody know that one?
Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain. Nice. What are we going to do today? Take over the world. Come on. Boba Fett. Whole Star Wars ad. And this is now starting to look like what you're going to end up doing. You're going to start to add some details within the silhouette of yourself. You're not going to have to draw the silhouette of yourself. We're going to project a light onto you so that you cast a shadow onto a piece of paper. We're going to trace the silhouette. You're going to be able to tell it's you. Just from the simple, everybody has different noses, ears, hair, hats, whatever. This is a really cool artist that does really delicate cut paper silhouettes. So these are cut out with an X-Acto knife out of paper.
That's sweet.
Pretty cool objects. So even a step further, if you look at all the detail cut into this is all cut paper. One slip of the X-Acto knife and you're chopping people out of the frame. But very intricate art based on silhouettes. This is like full-size people. This is in an airport. It's a public art display. But again, silhouettes of people doing different things, interacting. Kind of cool how it casts shadows on the floor. She makes a dress out of cut paper with all those silhouettes. This is an artist. I'll put this on kind of in the background so you guys are getting started today. But this is an artist who utilizes music, projection of images, video, and silhouettes and puppetry. And she creates these real intricate, interesting stories using silhouettes of people doing different things. Set to music. So So I'll show you that. This is kind of an example of what I want you guys to do. Once we get your silhouette drawn out on paper, you're going to fill that silhouette with things about you, your interests, your fears, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, anything that tells about you. This class is meant to be much an opportunity to find your element in life. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're good at? What can help you create a path in life that's going to help you be happy, successful, and live a good life? Okay? So this is kind of an opportunity to do this, to look at yourself a little more deeply, and in doing so, you're going to share those things with me so that I can help you find those paths in life. I know Tyler loves to cook, and he'd like to go to culinary school, so I'm going to help create those opportunities as much as I can so that he can do that. If that becomes the focus of this class more than teaching him how to draw or paint, wonderful. He's going to find something that he's passionate about. I can incorporate art into that in all kinds of ways. As I talked to him yesterday, culinary arts, it's an art form, right? There's ways of presenting food, of utilizing smell and taste and texture and visual elements to make food more appetizing, more appealing, etc. In order to start this process out, what I'd like you guys to do is just kind of map out all those things about you. Things you like, things you don't like, things you're interested in, things you'd like to be good at, maybe even if you don't think you could be good at. As much as you can write out about yourself, your experiences, the places you've been, your family, your friends, whatever, it's going to help develop that story and develop that path in this project and in the rest of your lives. Okay? So when I'm talking about mapping it out, a mind map starts with you in the center of the page. You can write your name, you can draw a picture of yourself, put a photo of yourself, just write me, whatever. And then you're going to branch out. Maybe one branch from that is something you like music. So you write music. Get more specific with that. Talk about the types of music you like, songs you like, artists you like, instruments you play or would like to play. Another thing might be family or friends. So you start to list those people and you can even branch out from them and think about their interests and hobbies and skills. So the more branches you develop from that center point of yourself, the more material we have to work with and you guys creating wonderful things and developing a path in life that's going to be meaningful and help you guys find your element. Okay? So it's more than just a portrait. This is kind of helping you guys develop that path. Beyond that, a couple examples from former students. I'm really focused on what you guys do on the inside of these. You don't have to draw. You don't have to paint. You could use photographs. You could use writing. You could use collage. You could use a number of things. You could do this on a computer, on an iPad. There's very many different ways you can interpret this. It's what you're comfortable with. It's what you're going to be passionate about and have fun with. Okay? So, again, you're going to tell me a big story about yourself. You're going to get creative in doing so. And then as these are displayed in the hallway, you're going to start sharing yourself with everybody else. We're going to start to form a tighter community and family at the school and be able to do great things in doing so. So what I'd like you to start by doing is that mind map, to start thinking about yourself. Okay? If you really hate yourself or don't think you're interested in anything, choose someone else. Start looking at what they're interested in. But I know that all you guys deep down have interests and passions and skills and things that I need to know in order to help you guys succeed.
I can't draw.
Can't draw? How else could you do this?
I don't know.
Collage.
Collage, photographs, writing.
I can't write either.
You can create a video that tells a story just by using people's shadows. You could write a song entitled Silhouette that starts to tell me about yourself. Okay?
Zach, write a song.
So there's an endless number of
I'll
ways
sing
you
it.
can do this. You're going to find the way. I'm going to help you find the way, and I'm going to help you do a good job at it and come up with something that you're proud of. Okay? All right.
Sing a song.
You want me to click it off, Jay?